Hello, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to share with you my top 5 ramen toppings. They're easy to make at home and pretty inexpensive. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to like the video if you enjoyed it. Now let's crack on. The first recipe is for ajitsuke tamago, which are marinated half-boiled eggs. First, pour 3 tablespoons of dark soy sauce into a freezer bag, then add 3 tablespoons of mirin, and finally add 6 tablespoons of water. Into a pan of boiling water, add 3 cold eggs. They must be cold eggs straight from the fridge. Once the water comes to a rolling simmer, turn down the heat to maintain that simmer and cook the eggs for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, place the eggs into an ice cold bowl of water, add ice cubes and more cold water if necessary. Next, carefully crack the eggs and peel. Rinse off any remaining shell under a running tap. Pat dry with some paper towel. Then place carefully into your marinade. Leave in the fridge for 24 hours. After 24 hours, you can see how the eggs have taken on the colour from the marinade. Slice your eggs into half. Your eggs should be gooey in the middle and slightly runny. Oh yeah! The next topping is buttered sweet corn. I'm using canned sweet corn today, approximately 200 grams. Slice 25 grams of butter. On a medium heat, add the butter to a frying pan. Once hot, add your sweet corn and season with a little salt. Simply fry for a couple of minutes until the sweet corn has taken on the butter. All that's left is to place into a bowl or directly onto your ramen. The next topping is so easy to make and yet so tasty. Into a pan on a high heat, add some cooking oil and add 300 grams of fresh bean sprouts. Season well with salt and white pepper. Continue to fry for 2 minutes until hot, yet still crunchy. The next topping is for pork belly char siu. This is undoubtedly my favourite topping. This topping requires more time and attention than the other toppings on the list, so click on the top right icon for the full recipe video. The final topping is crunchy spicy spring onions or scallions. This is actually a Korean dish which I love called pajori, and I think it works perfectly on ramen. Grate some fresh garlic, enough for 1 teaspoon. Add 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce to a bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Add 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar or white vinegar. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Add your grated garlic. This is a Korean chili powder called gochugaru. It has a wonderfully spicy, sweet and smoky flavour. Take 2 teaspoons and add to the bowl. Finally, add 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame seeds. Give the sauce a good mix. Take 4 spring onions and slice into 3-inch pieces. Cut into half lengthways, fold into half and then slice. Folding will give you a bouncier and airier texture. Rinse well under a cold running tap and manipulate with your fingers to remove any dirt and slime. Then drain well. Place your spring onions into a bowl, then dress with your spicy sauce. Don't leave it for too long in the sauce before serving, as the spring onions will become very limp. All that's left is to cook and prepare the ramen. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that recipe. Let's dig in. Today I'm serving the toppings on a bowl of miso ramen. So for those of that you don't know about ramen, there's 4 main types of ramen. So there's miso, which I'm eating today. There's also shio, which is salted. There's also shoyu, which is soy sauce based. And then finally tonkotsu, which is a very popular one in England as well, in America. It's the pork based one, which is quite creamy. But I think today this one's going to work really well with the miso. Oh, I haven't had ramen for a while, so can't wait. There we go. Nice thick noodles. Can you see the steam coming off that? Yes. Itadakimasu. Oh yeah. Let me just get a napkin. Okay, I'm back. Got my serviette. Right. So, as I was saying, these noodles are nice and kind of al dente, got a nice bite to them. Ramen never take more than, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes eating ramen. It's horrible. The soup becomes lukewarm. The noodles take up all of the soup. The noodles become very stodgy and soft. Oh, yeah. You want to eat these quickly while they're still hot. Lovely. Soup. This miso soup is so rich. Slightly spicy. Oh, so comforting. Let's run through all of the toppings. I'll try and get this egg without breaking it up. So as you saw in the recipe, this egg's been marinating for a couple of days in the fridge. Let's try and get this one in. You see that? Oh, it's dripping everywhere. Alright, let's try and eat this without making a mess. So creamy. Perfectly half boiled, still a bit soft in the middle, creamy. You've got the savoury taste on the outside from the marinade. So you've got these swirls of pork belly. Let me show you that. Lovely. Oh, that's good. These corn kernels. It's gorgeous sweet corn, buttery taste. Spring onions have got this beautiful sesame oil, garlic, and chili taste to them. Some nice spring onions there. Can you hear that crunch? Great texture. Don't dress the spring onions too early because they're going to get really soggy. Dress them literally before you serve them. That way you're going to maintain all the crispiness, freshness. Get some of these bean sprouts. Nice and simple, fresh, lovely crunch to them. Sweating profusely here. Oh. Soup. I think miso has to be one of my favourite soups. Leave a comment below, tell me which one is your favourite. I think a lot of people like tonkotsu, which I said before was the creamy soup made from the pork broth. Try and get everything in one bite here. Some bean sprouts, some corn, some eggs, some chashu pork. Nice spring onion. There we go. The chashu pork, it's meaty, yeah, it's a bit gelatinous where the fat is, and that's where the flavour comes from. Real beautiful porky flavour. So soft and succulent. It's a bit of savouriness from the soy sauce in the marinade, and obviously from the sugar and the onions, you get that beautiful caramelised sweet taste. For me, all these toppings, they have to add something, either taste, but definitely texture. I mean, you've got the bean sprouts and the spring onions that give that lovely crisp. Soup is so comforting and rich. I mean, today is quite a hot day outside, so I'm sweating quite a lot. But this will be perfect on a cold winter's night. That's another thing, guys. Do not be put off by all the slurping. Don't be embarrassed by the sound. That is completely normal in Japan. Putting all that air in the noodles, bringing all the soup up quickly with the noodles, completely adds to the dish. Slurping is good. It's always sad when you get to the bottom of the bowl of ramen. One consolation definitely are these beautiful golden nuggets of corn. You can just slurp up. Gochusama deshita. You know a good sign of decent ramen is when you've completely emptied the bowl. Delicious. As always, thanks for watching everyone. Until next time. Bye bye.